Once upon a time, on a big green leaf, there rested a tiny egg. Its shell shimmered softly under the moonlight. Inside that little egg was a secret, waiting for the perfect moment to reveal itself. Sunday morning came, and warm sunlight began to touch everything in sight. As it reached the slumbering egg, something amazing happened. With a sudden pop, the shell broke apart, and out squirmed a very tiny caterpillar. This caterpillar wasn't just tiny, he was also incredibly hungry. He looked around and saw the world was filled with wonders, and most importantly, food. I need to find something yummy, he thought as his tummy rumbled with eagerness. The caterpillar began his first adventure. He slithered away from his cozy leaf, searching for something tasty to fill his growling belly. As he wandered, he passed a friendly ladybug eating dewdrops from a flower petal. "Good morning, caterpillar," chirped the ladybug. "What are you up to?" "I'm so hungry. I'm searching for some food," replied the caterpillar. "Well, look around. This garden is full of delicious treats," said the ladybug, smiling. Taking her advice to heart, the caterpillar continued his exploration. First, he munched on a juicy strawberry. Then, he nibbled on a crispy cabbage leaf, and soon after, a sweet apple found its way into his tummy. But his hunger was still not satisfied. Later, he stumbled upon a plump orange, its fragrant scent inviting him closer. He gorged himself on its juicy goodness, feeling his hunger finally start to fade. After his tummy was full and his first mission accomplished, the caterpillar lingered under the same moonlight that once cradled his egg. But tonight, he wasn't just a tiny egg. He was on his way to becoming something far greater. And so, with the wisdom of a ladybug and the taste of garden treats in his mind, our little caterpillar rested, ready for his next big adventure. Once upon a time, in a lush and vibrant orchard, there lived a little caterpillar named Carlos. Carlos was a very curious and very hungry caterpillar, always in search of the next delicious bite. On Monday, with the morning sun shining brightly, Carlos discovered a shiny red apple hanging from a tree. With a small nibble then a big bite, he ate through one juicy apple. "Ah, tasty," he cheered, but then his tummy growled, "I'm still hungry." The next day, Tuesday, Carlos wiggled his way to another tree and found two crisp, green pears. These look scrumptious," he said, and munched them up with glee. Yet, when he finished, his stomach whimpered, "Oh dear, still not full." Wednesday arrived with a light breeze, and Carlos stumbled upon a cluster of plump purple plums. "Yum," he thought, and without hesitation, he devoured 3 of them. The sweet juice ran down his chin, and he was delighted, but again his belly murmured, "More, please." On Thursday, Carlos discovered a patch of red strawberries shimmering under the sun. "Wow, these look sweet," he exclaimed with excitement. He gulped down 4 of the strawberries, savoring every bite. But still, a soft grumble rumbled. "Just a bit more, please." Finally, Friday dawned, and Carlos saw 5 vibrant oranges hanging heavy from the branches. "Crunchy and zesty," he chirped, and he chomped them down, each segment a citrusy delight. "This must be enough," he thought happily. By Friday night, after eating so many different fruits, Carlos felt woozy. "Oh no," he moaned, clutching his round little tummy. "My tummy aches." He curled up on a leaf, knowing that he had eaten too much in his hungry journey. From that day on, Carlos learned to savor each meal and listen to his tummy's cues, making sure he didn't eat more than he could handle. And so, with a wiser heart and a full tummy, the little caterpillar continued his adventures, enjoying each day without worries. The orchard was still his playground, full of delightful surprises, each teaching him something new. Once upon a time, in a lush green garden, lived a cheerful little caterpillar named Clyde. Clyde was known for his insatiable appetite and his merry dances on the sturdy leaves. Saturday morning, Clyde wiggled out to explore the sunny garden. His tummy rumbled like a tiny thunderstorm. Oh dear, I must find something to munch on, he exclaimed. First, Clyde stumbled upon a piece of chocolate cake resting on a picnic blanket. Yummy, he chirped, gobbling it up without a second thought. Next, he spotted an ice cream cone drooping in the warm sun. How delicious, he said, quickly slurping it down. Clyde's journey led him to a bright green pickle lying peacefully among some crunchy leaves. I love pickles, he squealed with delight, swallowing it whole. Soon after, the irresistible smell of Swiss cheese wafted through the air. Cheese, he shouted, nibbling it with glee. Then Clyde found a colorful lollipop sticking out of the ground like a strange flower. A sweet treat, he exclaimed, licking it softly until it vanished. His adventure didn't end there. A savory sausage lay next to a garden gnome. Must try it, Clyde declared, devouring it swiftly. When he stumbled upon a fluffy cupcake with a swirl of icing, Clyde's eyes gleamed. Ooh, splendid, he grinned, gobbling it up entirely. Finally, he saw a slice of juicy watermelon with seeds like little ants. This looks refreshing, Clyde said, munching it eagerly. As the sun set and the garden grew quiet, Clyde's tummy began to groan and rumble. Oh no! Clyde whimpered, feeling his belly swell like a balloon. That night, the poor caterpillar rolled around, moaning and holding his tummy, wishing he'd stayed content with just a leaf or two. I'll never be so greedy again, Clyde promised himself as the stars gently blinked in understanding above him. Under the dazzling moonlight, Clyde learned a valuable lesson: sometimes less really is more. Once upon a time, in a world teeming with vibrant colors and sweet melodies, there was a little caterpillar named Carle. Carle was curious and adventurous, always eager to munch on anything he found. He would wriggle from one leaf to another, relishing each bite, but sometimes he overindulged. One sunny Sunday morning, after a week filled with eating overly sugary fruits and a lot of everything he found on his path, Carle felt unusually heavy and a bit queasy. Oh dear, he groaned. I think I've had too much. Feeling unwell, Carle recalled a wise old butterfly's advice. The power of a single healthy green leaf can make all the difference, dear caterpillar. Determined to feel better, Carle set off on a mission. He inched his way to a bright, lush green leaf, shimmering with morning dew. With one tentative nibble, he found it to be crisp and refreshing. He chewed slowly, savoring each bite, and soon his tummy started to feel calm. This is wonderful, Carle exclaimed, already feeling a wave of energy and contentment wash over him. With his hunger satisfied and his tummy soothed, Carle grew fat, happy, and strong. Rejuvenated and thankful, he knew it was time for a new adventure. He found a cozy spot on a sturdy branch under friendly sunlight and began to spin a silky, shiny cocoon around himself. Into the cocoon he went, bidding farewell to the world outside for now. It was time for a long nap, and so, snuggled in his new comfy home, Carle dreamed of what awaited him when he awoke. For 2 weeks, Carle slept, cocooned in peace, with dreams of flitting through meadows filled with flowers and more bright green leaves. He learned the lesson of moderation and the magic of a single green leaf. And who knows what transformations await after Carle's restful sleep? Adventure, winged flights, and endless fields of green. But that, my friends, is a tale for another time. Once upon a time, in a cozy little garden filled with colorful flowers and buzzing bees, there was a tiny cocoon hanging from a branch of an old oak tree. Every day, the garden was visited by children who loved to play hide and seek among the plants. One sunny afternoon, the garden was abuzz with excitement. The children had heard a whisper on the wind that something amazing was about to happen. They gathered around the oak tree, eyes wide with curiosity, and waited. Crack! The cocoon opened with a tiny pop, and out came a beautiful butterfly. His wings were vibrant shades of blue, yellow, and red, shimmering in the sunlight. The children gasped in wonder as the butterfly fluttered its wings. "Look at him go!" exclaimed little Lucy, pointing at the butterfly rising into the azure sky. The butterfly flew, dancing gracefully in the air. He soared over the children's heads and spiraled towards the clouds. Every flutter was like a brushstroke, painting the sky with colors. Ziggy, the youngest, clapped his hands and shouted, "Butterfly magic!" as he watched in pure delight. As the butterfly glided across the garden, the flowers swayed as if waving goodbye to their friend who had grown from a humble cocoon. The butterfly was ready to explore the world, discovering new gardens, fields, and perhaps making many friends along the way. But his first flight remained the most special one, witnessed by the amazed children who would tell the tale of the magical moment for days to come. Nature's magic had unfolded right before their eyes, leaving smiles and the sweet memory of a beautiful surprise tucked forever in their hearts.